Do you ever feel like you're scrambling to keep up financially? Do you ever look back on a month and not know where your money went? Or maybe you know where it went and you regret it? Or do you ever just feel powerless to gain full control of your own finances? If so, then stay tuned because you're in the right place if you want to learn how to start winning with money. Hey guys, this is Zachary Schlecht, and this is the first video in a brand new series that I'm going to be making to show you how you can win with money, which sounds way cooler than budgeting and personal finance. My two main goals for the channel are to help you get in control of your hard-earned money and to give you hope and an excitement about the things that you can accomplish both in the present and for your future once you do. Just a few of the things that I plan on helping you with are, first of all things budgeting. What is a budget, and why should you even bother budgeting? How do you set up a basic budget, and how do you get started? What are some of the basic budgeting tools out there? And even how do you budget with your spouse, and how that might be one of the best things that you can do for your marriage. And then I'll go over just some general lifestyle topics related to money, such as what kind and how many bank accounts do you really need, how to understand your pay stub, how to buy a used car and why you need to, how to budget and save for a wedding, all things money and kids, and first of all, taxes. We're right in the middle of tax season, so I want to go over just the basics of how income taxes are even calculated, as well as some myths and misconceptions that are out there related to taxes, such as, should you really be trying to get the biggest refund that you can? Maybe, but maybe not. Make sure you keep an eye out for the first episode to find out why. And make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video to find out why I even decided to start making these videos. But first, let's take a quick step back for a moment. For those who don't know me, I'm 28, I'm an automotive engineer who's been really blessed to work on some pretty fun projects. I have an incredible wife and two awesome kids, a little over a 1.5-year-old son and a 2-month-old daughter. My story in a nutshell is I graduated back in 2014 with a degree in mechanical engineering, and after getting my first job, I lived pretty carefree despite having over $30,000 in student loan debt. I bought 2 motorcycles, I financed a 1-year-old Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon, which basically doubled the amount of debt that I had, but I was single, had my first big boy job, and felt like I finally made it. To be fair, I had great intentions of paying off my student loan debt as quickly as I could after graduating, which theoretically should have been really easy since I was a single guy with practically no responsibilities or obligations. But I had never budgeted before, so I didn't quite know how to maneuver some of the different roadblocks and myths that I had in my head about budgeting and money. Then, about a year after graduating in 2015, a friend of mine sent me Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover with the obligation that I actually read it, which I did, and within just a few months I was fully bought into his baby steps principles. It was around this time that I met my wife, who I got engaged to 5 months later and married to 6 months after that. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. She was just beginning a 2-year nursing degree, and 2 years later, not only did she graduate, but we also had our first kid and bought our first home, all within less than a month. We don't like to do things slowly. Fast forward a year and a half, and we finally finished paying off our combined debt. We've saved a healthy emergency fund, and we recently just had our second kid. So, what drove me to finally want to make this video series all about personal finances and budgeting and how to win with money? It's not some grand scheme to get 1 million subscribers and become a full-time YouTuber. It really came down to just a few personal reasons. The first is that I'm just passionate about this stuff. I love numbers and studying and understanding the data, and I get to do that kind of thing every day at my job as an automotive engineer. But I love applying that mindset to personal finances because it's so much more relatable and applicable to everybody. And that leads to the second reason I'm doing it, and that is that I love helping people with money. It brings me a ton of satisfaction seeing the people that I've helped start to win with money, knowing that my personal experiences and knowledge gained through trials and errors will help them and hopefully help them avoid some of the same mistakes that I made along the way. So whether 50 people or 50,000 people see these videos, it'll be worth it to me if I can even help just a couple of you guys. I would love your feedback as I go along. Things that you like or dislike, things that you want to see more of. That's why I'm making these videos, So I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you leave a comment down below. And if you get a couple episodes in and find the information helpful and applicable as you start to win with money, then make sure you like and subscribe so that others like you can find this content more easily. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next episode.